Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex, and today's video is so important because I am very passionate about this subject, and it is how to plan and actually achieve your goals for 2021. I think that this is so important because we need to have some type of structure around goal setting, around our intentions going into the new year. Also recognizing what season of life you're in to know what kind of goals you want to set so you can actually achieve the things that you have inside of you. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. Okay, so first of all, you're gonna need to get some gear, some planning and achieving gear. And I'm just gonna show you my steps. I'm gonna show you what I'm using, and listen, you can always adjust this. You can always make it your own. If something resonates with you, great, use it. If it doesn't, make it your own. Make this special to you, make this resonate with you so that you can actually be motivated and inspired to achieve your goals. If you want to just write in a blue marker, then you get yourself a blue marker, honey, and you write your goals down. I think it's important to get the things that make you feel good, grab stickers or whatever it is, and sit down and actually go through all of this. Let this be a whole relaxing, inspiring experience for yourself. Anyway, okay, so going back to the gear that you're gonna need. First of all, here are some ideas of some things that you can grab. This is what I'm gonna use. So I have a plain notebook, so it's something that just has some blank pages. I like to call this my creative notebook, so I've already written in this, but something that is just a clean slate that I can just start kind of like writing things down. And then I like having something extra on the side that's kind of like a daily to-do list kind of a thing. So maybe just a little cute pad of paper that works for me. Maybe some post-it notes will work for you. And then you can just grab some pens, markers, highlighters, whatever makes you feel happy inside. Next, I have a planner. So this is like a daily, weekly, monthly agenda kind of situation. So for me, I just went to Target and I was just started to look through all the different planners and agendas. And see, for me, I feel like I need it to be like my whole vibe going on. Like I need the aesthetic of it to be me. But then also what is inside is actually more important, because I was going through some planners that were really cute that I loved. And then I found this one, which I still love this whole thing. But I started going through this one and I liked the way that it was laid out. So go through Target or go on Amazon or whatever and get yourself something that you're actually gonna be inspired by, you know what I'm saying? This one is from Target and it is a Russell and Hazel planner. So I really like this one because it has some stickers in there, which it's not overwhelming. It actually, like, these all make sense because I probably wouldn't use a lot of stickers, but looking at these, it's like, oh, workout, or you're traveling, or exercise, or a bill's due, or an appointment. I thought these were actually cute and I would use them, you know what I'm saying? And then what I really like about this one, it has quarterly goals, which we're gonna go into this in depth, I promise, but I really do love the thought of setting quarterly goals every 12 weeks, which, like I said, we'll get into, but I love that it's already in here for me. So, and if yours does not have that, then it's fine. We're gonna write it all out, I promise. And then there is a whole month view, which I like doing kind of like the overall big things on here. And then there's reminders, important dates, there's a to-do list, and then there's a tracker here at the bottom if you're doing some type of like challenge or for your workouts or whatever it is. And then the week to week, it has a lot of space to write, which I like because I need that and I write big anyway. And then there's priorities, there's next week, there's a to-do list, goal of the week, there's more notes. So I just really love the style of this Russell and Hazel planner. So anyway, grab yourself a planner that speaks to your soul. And then I'm gonna have my laptop here with me because I also like to pull up my Google Calendar and incorporate that with everything else. And I promise this is all gonna tie in, it's all gonna make sense, but these are the things that I really like to use. Oh, I also have a calendar in my office. I'm not gonna film in there because it doesn't have a window, it doesn't have any natural light. I'm gonna also put things on that so I can see things as I'm sitting at my desk, and you know, it all ties together, I promise. Okay, so the very first thing that we are going to do in planning and achieving our goals for 2021 is to first get out a piece of paper or your creative notebook, something that has a clean slate. We're gonna go through and just jot down a few things, goals that you achieved, things that happened that positively impacted your life, especially with the circumstances that have gone on in 2020. There has to be some things that we can find within the year that or positive, good things. Positive things can come out of a bad situation. So I really think that it's important to first, before moving into setting goals and intentions for 2021, to review some things that happened in 2020 that were good, that were beneficial, that positively impacted your life, no matter what the circumstances. This year might be harder than any other year to write down some of those things, but I promise, even if you just have a couple, it's gonna set the tone for moving into the new year. It's gonna be starting from a place of power, starting from a place of gratitude, and just recognizing positive things that have happened in your life. For me, this year it's been high and low, like most of us have probably experienced, but this year's also been really, really good in so many ways, even though there are things that were not so good. Like I promise you, things in my life happened that were not good, but there were things that happened in my life that I'm so grateful for. So let's first just sit down and write a couple of things that were great that happened in 2020, and then we're gonna move on to 2021. Okay, now we're gonna move into setting some goals and intentions for 2021. So first of all, I want you to get out a plain piece of paper, whatever you're gonna use to write down your goals. I want you to make some categories, and the categories are gonna be career, exercise, food and nutrition, spirituality and faith, relationships, and finances. So this way it's gonna give you some structure to categorizing your goals. So whatever you come up with, they're most likely going to fit in one of those categories. And if it doesn't, then create yourself your own other little category. I think that this is just gonna help give some structure to really focusing and planning out some goals that are actually obtainable, giving you steps to be able to actually follow through with them. So in each category, go ahead, take some time and just start jotting down some overall goals that you have in every single one of those categories. Now, once you have your list of things in each category, I want you to go through each category and figure out maybe the top 1 or 2 things that are the most important things to you right now. What things pop out at you? What is more relevant in your life right now? And really sit back and recognize what season of life that you are in. And this is gonna help you be able to choose the things that are the most relevant that you can work on right now. And we're gonna start taking micro steps under every single one of those categories. So for instance, say you are looking in the career category and maybe you desire to have a new job this year. Okay, so taking a new job. What are you interested in? What job do you want to have? Where do you want to be spending a lot of your time with your job? Do you want something that's at home? Do you want something that is out in the field? Writing down all of these things. Now, what are some steps I need to do to get a new job? So really breaking it down on a micro level. So being able to have steps that you can take action on, that's the real power, and that is gonna be how you actually achieve your goals. So say you want a new job, you write down exactly what you want or what you think that you might be interested in, and then start writing down, okay, so I'm gonna start applying to jobs, but maybe first you need to update your resume. So write down updating your resume. Now you need to apply to jobs. So breaking that down even more, maybe you wanna apply to 1 job every single day, each week. Maybe it's 5 jobs a week you want to apply to, and then writing down which jobs you actually want to apply to, what jobs are interesting to you. Maybe thinking of specific companies that you want to work with, and really dreaming big. Like, we're being realistic, but we're also allow yourself to dream big, and just know that nothing is off limits. If it's in you, you can do it. The difference is just taking action, letting it be messy, let yourself not know how to do something. Get those micro steps for every single goal. It's gonna take some time, but really sit down and go through this, because I promise you, writing it down, getting a schedule for it is gonna allow you to be able to accomplish your goals. Okay, so once you have all of your categories filled up, you have your micro steps to every single one. Now we need to structure it into the year. So first we're gonna look at every single quarter, so which is gonna be every 12 weeks. And then you're gonna look at things from month-to-month basis, and then even breaking it down to a weekly basis, and then even further down into a daily basis. Guys, the secret sauce to achieving your goals is writing things down and thinking on it, meditating on it, focusing on it, reminding yourself of it. Because what you're looking at, what you're thinking upon, that allows things to happen in your life. Because the more that you're thinking on it, the more that you're meditating on it, the more you are going to take action, and that is the real power. Now we need to break it down and create a timeline. So going through each goal and think, okay, is this probably gonna take about 6 months? Is it gonna take the full year? Maybe this is only gonna take 1 month. So going through each goal that you have and just breaking it down. So you can look at your micro steps and know, okay, so there's a lot of steps for this one specific goal. So this might take a lot of time. So let's go ahead and look at quarterly goals. Start filling out every single quarter of the year. Write down the goals that you want to accomplish for that quarter. So we'll take the first 3 months of 2021, January, February, and March. Going through those 12 weeks, taking your planner, and then starting to jot those things in, and then all the things you have to do, those micro steps to achieve the goal. Your weeks are beginning to get planned out. Okay, so let's just say that handstanding is one of the goals that you have this year. There are drills that you have to do. There's discipline, there's dedication to be able to reach that goal. It's not just gonna happen like that without any work into it. So creating a timeline that is inspiring, that allows you to build strength along the way, to be able to get to that handstand is the key. Breaking into those 12 weeks and then breaking it down even further week to week and then day to day. So maybe there are some drills that you want to make sure that you're doing every single day to build your strength to get to that handstand. So that's the thing I'm talking about, is just finding that goal, get the micro steps, take the micro steps and then drop them into your quarterly goals and then plan it into your 12-week year and then break it down week by week and then even day to day. Once you have your week scheduled out and you can look at a few months at a time, I think it's really important, for me at least, to take that stuff that's in my planner and jot it into my Google Calendar. For me, it's almost like a backup to have both things in case I miss something in my planner or miss something on my Google Calendar. I have the other one to be able to be reminded so I don't forget something. And then that way too, if there's someone that needs to also be attached to what's going on in your life, you can jot their email in and be able to share that invite with them so that they have it on their calendar. Just a great way to cross your T's and dot your I's and just be more organized. And then the most important thing, once you have everything structured out, guys, is to take action. Okay. Okay, anyway, taking action is gonna be the thing that makes the difference between achieving and not achieving your goals. Once you have this structure, you're more inclined to be able to take that action because you know what's going on. Things ebb and flow. Like, be kind to yourself. Give yourself some grace, you know? Like, things can change and things can evolve. At least you have a good foundation to build on. We all know that you can plan, you can have an intention for your year, and it may not happen because there are some things that are just seriously out of our control, right? That's why the categories are so important. So one of the categories is relationships. No matter what is going on in the world, if you put down some things, like maybe you want to make sure you check in with one of your good friends every single week. Those are some of the things that we can do whether we are staying home or we're not. I hope that little breakdown of what I just explained, I hope that it all made sense, and I hope that some of it can resonate with you. You can grab some of the things that I mentioned. You can find your own system with it, but find a system that works for you. Really write down overall goals, write it in those categories, then take those micro steps for every single goal or intention that you have, really break it down at a micro level, then take those things, plug it into a 12-week year, go through everything week by week, month to month, and then even breaking it down on a daily basis. And I promise you, by the end of this year, you're gonna look back and those dreams and goals are gonna be closer. You're gonna birth some things that are inside of you into your life, and I promise you're gonna be proud of yourself for doing this work, taking time aside to plan, to take action, dream big, get organized. So let me know if you guys are gonna use any of these tools. I would love to hear, maybe in the comments, something that you are working towards this year. We can keep each other accountable, or if you have other ideas of how you dedicate your time to goal set, then put them below. I'd love to hear them. Inspire me, I need all the inspiration, and you guys are the best. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you like it. Also subscribe so you don't miss my next video, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.